what's up, everybody? Welcome back to On the Warpath. It's Sanchez 405. If you're new, make sure you click that subscribe button. Hit the bell so you get notifications anytime there's new content posted. And as always, like, comment, and share this video out because we're talking Washington football team all the time. And on Thursday, the findings of the Beth Wilkinson investigation as far as the team is concerned with the workplace harassment has came to fruition. And the Washington football team, Dan Snyder, the owner, will be fined $10 million. That $10 million is going to be directed right to charity, focusing on organizations that are geared to improving workplace day-to-day life and diversity in the workplace as well. And, you know, you think about this, and Mitch Tischler kind of gave it out like this. He said, if you think about somebody who makes $100,000 a year, that equals out to a $285 fine. AKA that's a joke. The fact that we've seen that something may have been on the horizon. Tanya Snyder, who was named co-CEO, is now going to take over day-to-day operations. And Dan Snyder, he stepped down. He's going to be focusing on getting a stadium, and he voluntarily step down, according to reports, and Roger Goodell can approve him to come back when he sees fit to run the day-to-day operations of the old football team. And that is, this just reeks that this investigation has come to a conclusion a long time ago, and that they have been in place. You think about Dan and Tanya Snyder have been connected at the hip on a lot of these PR statements over the last several months. I'd even think into last year in the summer that Dan and Tanya have been quoted in these press releases and everything, and we've seen it out there. And it might be marketability, but it might be the truth here. Dan Snyder releases an article, well, not an article, but a press release, stating, he used the word he takes responsibility finally behind the press release. If it's me, you got to come out and you got to talk about this. Your employees, not saying you, because there's no smoking gun, but your employees made people feel uncomfortable. And you are the franchise. You've got to answer. You got to get on the hot seat. I think that would solve a lot. And it may go a long way. But Tanya Snyder, she's going to take over. A lot of people weren't happy about that. It is what it is. This punishment is very similar to the Mavericks situation that happened about 3 years ago, and they even gave a 10, oh my gosh, it's like a 10-step recovery plan. You look at it, one, it's a lot of this is common HR. One, protocols for reporting harassment. Two, disciplinary action plan. Three, regular culture surveys. Four, regular trainings. Five, diverse workforce. Six, establish clear lines of authority. And seven, empower and expand HR and legal, develop formal onboarding processes, performance management, and compensation system, and then the exit interview process as well. You need to enhance that. Number 9, protecting the cheerleading team. We've seen that over the last several years. You think about the New York Times article, and then also the final one to this 10-step burgundy and gold recovery plan. Regular assessments of policies. The NFL will check in periodically with the team for the next 2 years, it looks like, until, I think, June 30th of 2023 on how they're doing, how the workplace culture is doing. What are they kicking to these steps? But like I said, Dan Snyder, he's going to step away. Tanya Snyder is going to be the face of the franchise, the face. Now, this could be like Governor George Wallace in Alabama when his wife had to run. Could it be his figurehead still? Not really sure in that respect. But as far as Dan Snyder goes, you can't blame him on his decision, because at the end of the day, it's kind of like when you get when you're in trouble, like if you got caught in college for drinking, and you're like, hey, I accept responsibility. Whoo, I got off. I only got a $20 fine. Whoo, it's good. But I want to take this another way here for you, folks. The NFL, one thing we learned is the NFL, the shield always comes out on top. The shield always wins. When we were looking for the hammer to fall, we were looking for craftsmen. We got Fisher-Price. This is deplorable. That there's no paper trail of all things. These were a series, they said, quote, a series of oral reports to the commissioner. Y'all, and I don't know what world we live. I know we live in a digital world, but if I go to McDonald's to get a 20-piece nugget, I'm getting a receipt. If I go to Joe's gas station to get a dollar soda, I'm getting a receipt. Anything you learn, the first thing my parents told me is if you do stuff, you need a paper check. Oh, did you write it down? You got a piece of paper to write this down on? There is no digital copy. Beth Wilkinson, prominent attorney, reputable business. And you mean to tell me there is no paper trail? That is unacceptable. That is completely and utterly unacceptable. And for the fact that the NFL wouldn't fight for that to get this, now I'm going to tell you something here. I'm going to share something. Nikki Giovanni shared this. The Ted Wells did the Deflategate investigation. 243 pages. Ray Rice investigation by Robert Mueller. 96 pages. The Mitchell Report. Steroids in baseball. 409 pages. This has been going on for 20 years. And you mean to tell me you can't find one page? You can't give me a one-pager about what happened and what your findings are? That's crazy. And I get there might be anonymity. You don't have to name people. You don't have to type it. You can call them Subject X. For all we care. You can name them Fox Mulder, Scully. Oh, who cares? The Smoking Man. But to say there's no paper trail is ridiculous. That means you have something to hide. You found something that was a red flag. That is deplorable. That is a slap in the face to all these people who were interviewed and then the people that are fans. You know, we got off easy. We're happy about that. But you can't take away the human aspect. This is still, people still worked or worked there. And I will give credit to the Washington football team. I think what they have done it has been nothing short of remarkable. Bringing in classy people like Ron Rivera, Jason Wright, Julie Donaldson. Bringing in those people to help change the culture. They've got guest services is revamped. I remember listening to Pete Medhurst, and they talked about how the guest service folks were engaging and talking at the Taste of FedEx Field. There's positives on the horizon for this team, but now you can get this out. It's interesting. Don't you ever think it was a Thursday? But this isn't a typical Thursday because pretty much most people are going to be off tomorrow because they're going to have a 4-day weekend. So this is 4 o'clock on Thursday of a short week. The NFL knows what it's doing. You can't beat the Shield no matter how you try. But y'all, I've ran it enough. You tell me what you think. Do you think it was a good decision? Do you think it was the right decision, first of all? Do you think that that they didn't do too much? Did they go too far? Or is it just right? As always, I'm Sanchez 405, y'all. Love, peace, and hail. And I'll be talking to you real soon. I'm out.